I'm good, I'm kicking back and I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good, I'm kicking back and I'm kicking back and I'm kicking back and I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good, I'm kicking back and I'm good.
Well, welcome to another Wednesday edition of Kicking Back with J. Cole. I am your host, J. Cole. It's a pleasure for you to meet me. If you haven't, I'm just kidding. It's happy for y'all to be here. I'm happy y'all logging in, tuning in with us. First things first, I want to thank everybody for being here yet again. We on Manifest TV now. Make sure you go add us on IG, manifesttv.status, Status Network on IG as well. Don't forget my Facebook page, Kicking Back with J. Cole, Status Network. We are the future of broadcasting. Make no mistake about it. We in this thing. So, also with me, special guest I have. I mean, we had some promo going on, but, we had it mixed up. My cousin couldn't be here. I love her, but, business is business. But I got my friend with me today. She does her own thing, too. I'm going to let her explain it. My good friend, Stella, give it up for her. She in the building today.
Thank you.
All right. I thank you for rocking out with us, kicking back with us on this lovely Wednesday. It's nice out, and you educator, too. But just so you know, tell the people a little bit more about yourself.
Well, like you said, I am an educator. I'm teaching first grade at a local charter school here.
First grade?
Yes, first grade, the babies.
I'm pray for you.
I did pretty good last year, so I'm looking forward for year 2.
Okay.
About to move into that 5th year of being an educator, so yeah, about to be in the full thick of it.
Yeah,
the
title of the title of this episode is School Days, so it's ironic I was able to get an educator on. Shout out to all the educators, whether you watching or not watching. You see this on the playback on YouTube or on Facebook. I salute to all the educators. What y'all do is a lot of hard work, and y'all don't understand the value y'all have on the communities and the kids. So I want to personally thank you and all y'all. So
we appreciate it. We appreciate the support.
Well, a lot of people don't understand how hard that is. As I have a super almost future award-winning show, Kicking Back with J. Cole. You got to speak it into existence. It's an award-winning show.
Exactly.
You also have a show. Tell some people about your show. I mean, I do.
Tell
people about your show.
On Fridays, after I take off my teacher hat, I put on my radio show hat.
Okay. And
it's me and 2 other guys. We have a show called Talking Random-ish. We can be found on Facebook. It's Talking, TALKN, Random-ish. And it's barbershop-style conversation, so we have no subject that's taboo. You can talk about any and everything.
Can you cuss though? That's the important thing.
Well, we are.
If you can't cuss, I'm not watching. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
We are technically still on a actual radio frequency that plays on the AM. So if you do it, we do have the luxury of a don't button, but we prefer not to have our whole show beeped out.
Ain't that's what I need. I need one of them buttons.
No, we do try.
I get one of them buttons that just random boop. Even if I don't cuss, I just want to use the button.
Give it to me.
All right, whatever, man.
But
I'm just saying.
like our motto is basically say what you mean what you say. Just don't be mean when you say it. And we touch on a lot of different.
You
topics.
said that real fast. I didn't catch it.
Say what you mean what you say. Just don't be mean when you say it.
Well, I like to be mean sometimes.
Well, you know, it's like I said.
Hush, Nat.
It's barbershop style conversation. So you know, back in the day, the barbershop was the middle of the community. It was like the hub of the community. You could get any and everything handled, done with, information,
Absolutely.
food.
Absolutely.
You met different type of people. So that's what we try to provide for our listeners and our followers.
Well, you should. I mean, I think that's the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, you do it the right way. I can talk all that noise, but you doing it the right way.
We try.
I definitely appreciate the love. But with that being said, let's get into one of my favorite segments. All my segments are my favorites, but meme of the week is evolved. I used to, have people vote, but now I just randomly pick a meme I find funny. And since we on the education push, I chose a specific one this week. I try to dedicate it to the theme of the show. Probably the easiest thing to do.
Scared, but okay.
Well, no, it ain't something to be scared of. It's slightly offensive from time to time, but this one is pretty good at the end of the day. So, you got one for me, Nat? Ta-da! Oh, yeah. When the bell rings and the teacher forgot to assign that homework. Hey. Shay, this for you. You need to pay attention. You get up out of there. Look, booking it, Shay. You get up out of there. They forget that homework, gone. You didn't give it to me. It's not my responsibility to do it. That's all I'm saying. You don't give me all the variables to do it. I can't do it. I'm just saying. So
honestly, as a teacher,
yeah,
especially as a first grade teacher,
y'all don't really have homework, do y'all? What's your homework?
Well,
draw a square.
Last year, our thing was we gave it for the week. So if it's a Monday and I forgot to hand out our packet, hey, you still got Tuesday through Thursday.
See, that's you trifling teacher.
So,
I don't like that type of teacher.
But we had them type of parents that will immediately call. Like school gets out at 4:00. We got messages at 4 or 5. Where's the homework? Where's this? Where's that? Can your child get home first, ma'am?
No.
Can they get home first? You just pick them up off our property.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get into the subject matter of school because I got so much, school, random from elementary all the way up to college. It's definitely something everybody can speak on. That's another reason I want to do it, back to school coming in with everybody getting ready to start school and reset.
You made it though.
Yeah, I don't know. By the grace of God, I made it out. I don't, he carried me those last couple years. He carried me. I'm grateful. But that's the meme of the week. Y'all can always share memes with us. We take all of those. So when we get the subject matter, you can put the meme up, whatever you want to put throughout the week. You go to Kickin' Back with J. Cole and do it. It'd be great. But, now we going to move on. This is my news portion of the week. It's basically stuff that I find, and I call it What the Hell Happened This Week. So, we about to go ahead and get into that in a brief second. We go down a lot of different things. You hear my man. Every time he going to tell you. Things happen every week. No. So, it's my responsibility to give people some stories that they probably ain't heard or have heard, and we can elaborate on them and people come in. So, see, and with all my educators on, popping on, and each already on. One of my favorite educators, too. And she going to say, nope, never. Her homework's posted daily on the bottom left corner of the whiteboard. See, that's another teacher I don't like. I love teachers, but I don't like y'all because I don't need y'all to come up with strategies to give me homework.
It is no longer our
okay, I don't want to deal with that.
Okay,
I don't want that energy in my life. You give a homework for the day at the end of class. If you happen to miss it, that's on you.
But see, there's a
no, I don't hear it.
There's a new strategy that's moving away from the typical homework. You know what it is? It's giving a project.
See,
and all you got to do is you giving the dates of when it's due, and you have to have this project in when it's
like
due.
I said, what the hell happened this week? Because y'all teachers ain't finna worry me today. Let's start off with some, actually some, I don't want to say, it is good news. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Trump star was destroyed again, ladies and gentlemen.
Why not?
Star of Fame, I'm probably gonna have one really soon, about the next 20, 30 years. I have one on there. It'd be down the street from his, but I'm getting mine. Hey. Anyway, so this just happened again. Somebody used a pickaxe to destroy Donald Trump's star on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, they were serious.
People still trying to learn more, but we know it's been vandalized multiple times, just never on this level. The star has also been covered with stickers. Most recently during Pride Month in June, and surrounded by protest signs. People just really don't like this guy for good reason.
He's different. He makes it hard to find positiveness. Like, I try to just keep trying to respect the author.
Let's be honest, is
yeah.
the positive in this that it happened to him. I wouldn't want it to happen to nobody else that earned it or that has a a prestige background or don't. This guy is. I don't even want to get into that. I'm just gonna continue on because it's annoying. But
it's a lot.
Yeah, and yeah, they continue to continuously damage it, defile it, and they keep putting it back. I don't see how he got a star on the Walk of Fame. I don't even know how or what he did to do that. Nor do I care, if I'm being honest.
Option.
Well, I mean, you pay.
Well, I mean, yeah. The people that weren't actually in the industry paid for theirs.
He's a bum, man.
He was one of the first.
I'm sorry. I'll just say it. He was a bum. It's also been attacked with a sledgehammer in the past too.
Ouch.
It was bordered by a citrus wall. Get it? It was a border. Get the border.
The wall was cute.
I built the wall. God damn it, he wanted a wall. He got what he asked for. He just didn't get it where he asked for the goddamn wall. You got to be more specific when you ask for things. He didn't pay for it.
Hey.
Somebody else paid for it, and it was a wall put up. Just wasn't the wall he wanted it to be. So he can kiss my whole black ass, to be honest with you. But that's another story for another day. I ain't going to give him too much of my energy today. No, I ain't going to give him too much of my energy today. I ain't got time for that. Now on some sad news for my Walking Dead fans. Andrew Lincoln of The Walking Dead, he plays Rick Grimes. He's actually leaving the show after 10 years. It's sad because he, well, let me tell you a story before I go into this story. The job where I work at, the building where the first episode was shot, we were having office space in that building. So people come up all the time and take pictures of the building.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's 2 doors in the front, but people always come and take pictures. Like tourist attractions go past it all through. So it was crazy. But for him,
on Halloween, y'all should dress up like zombies and let people take pictures of y'all in front of the building.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Especially if I'm on the clock, I'm not doing it. But Andrew Lincoln says being away from his family so long ultimately led to the reason why he left The Walking Dead. He's a European actor. He's overseas, so a lot of British characters are over, and he has a great accent for an American. I mean, he has an American accent. I didn't even know. So yeah, so and basically he made the news during the official Walking Dead panel at the San Diego Comic-Con over the weekend. That's the biggest Comic-Con in the United States in San Diego. That's probably the original. He asked that he had a feeling of completion for his character Rick Grimes after the show's season 8 finale. However, the actor says he knew the hit AMC show must go on. Now, he was at the Comic-Con in 2018. He always comes back. But when they broke the news, it was everybody knew it was coming. But the question now is, how is he gonna leave the show? How is he? Yeah. Is he gonna get killed off? Is he gonna just disappear? Is he gonna get kidnapped? Like, everybody excited to see. So
I think he should kind of disappear just in case.
I just don't want him to die. Like, I don't want him to get killed. I feel like it's gonna happen.
He can show back up.
Yeah, something. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, if you're away from your family for that long and your home is overseas and you have to travel, and he in Georgia he in Georgia 6 to 7 months out of the year and got to keep going back and forth. I can see it. I mean, he gave us 10 years, so I can't be selfish, but I'm a Rick Grimes fan, so I was kind of sad to hear that. Long live Rick Grimes, my man. I mean, first of all, I don't want him dead. I just need him to go away for a couple seasons and then just come back on a series finale and just start killing people.
Like, he could be
just off and all kinds of people. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I ain't a writer of that show, but I love The Walking Dead. I can't wait. October 7th is the new season when it comes out for Walking Dead. So
season 9.
Yeah, that'll be his last season.
Time to binge watch all of.
Let me tell you something about binge watching. I've been trying to binge watch Game of Thrones for at least two years. I've been trying to binge watch for like 2 years, and I don't have it. I'm not built for that. I'm not built for it. Okay, I don't have that time. That's like,
get you some snacks,
man,
a nice blanket.
Man, you need at least you need some weekends.
Yeah, every weekend between now and next year, you can get all of it done.
I know it's a good show. I know it's a good show. I just don't. It's a lot to invest.
Next August, man.
It's a lot to invest.
You got time.
But
You have to
all
know
right.
what's going on before next year.
Man, whatever.
Next
And
year
I'm still on Walking Dead. I'm just going to like root for Negan to get out of jail or something and start office people because I think he's the coolest villain on TV anyway. But we'll move on. We'll go into, I try to make sure I'm representing the 420 community very well, I'm an advocate for them. And this is a funny story. Like,
This story confuses
like
me.
it's not a confusing story, but it is a confusing story because I don't even know if the law in Indiana is valid for marijuana or not. But we finna find out. A judge rules against a church seeking to offer marijuana as a holy sacrament. Now, an Indiana judge has ruled against the First Church of Cannabis. Yes, I said the First Church of Cannabis. An Indianapolis church seeking to offer its members marijuana as a holy sacrament. Moving to Indianapolis. Judge Cheryl Lynch of Marion County Circuit Court decided on Friday that the state of Indiana had compelling interest in preventing the marijuana possession. Now, allowing religious exemptions to marijuana use would have an overall negative impact on society, according to what the judge said. I don't believe that. She also argued that exemption would put Indiana's police officers in a difficult position of having to evaluate the sincerity of a marijuana user's religious faith. So basically what she's saying is they don't know that whoever says that, oh, I'm with the First Church of Cannabis, that they're really with the First Church of Cannabis. But you know what I say to that? Forget them in Indiana. Let me tell you why. Because if they worried about somebody's religious faith over if somebody innocent or guilty, period, then something is wrong with them. Because cops are still killing innocent people every day, but they ain't finding out they innocent before they pull the trigger. So what's the difference between somebody smoking a joint and they saying it's for religious background?
Well,
I'm not saying it's factual. I'm just throwing out. It's factual that people are dying every day at the hands of police. But it's also factual that marijuana ain't killed nobody.
This is true. This is true.
That's all I'm saying. It ain't ever killed nobody, so why they trying to go into the point and say, I think the First Church of Cannabis is an amazing idea. And it's a non-profit organization according to the IRS.
But that's part of why.
Non-profit?
I think why it came up. They're still trying to figure out how to get a hold of taxation on this plant. You let the church do it?
Yeah.
Now you can't touch it at all.
Well, some groups of the members, they call it a healing plant that brings them closer to themselves and others.
I mean,
I couldn't agree more.
But why can't they just go, the medical route? Just go get your card.
You don't need a card if you're a religion. If you're a religion, you don't need a card to be. But let me tell you, okay, why is it any different from any other religion? Let's put this in the narrative terms. People practice religions of something they believe in. If they believe that the purification of the originality of this cannabis leaf is giving them heightened love and effect for other people, is not hurting nobody else, then why not?
I don't see a problem with it. I'm just saying that's why they're probably against it.
Man,
they can't finagle their way into getting it, having their pocket it.
All I'm saying is, if you think about it that way, when people using marijuana and they say it's for religious reasons, religious faith, if it's bringing people together, whatever you want to use it. Mm-hmm. If you look at a traditional church in any denomination that they have, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not giving them that same effect. When someone starts preaching, and this is basically in black churches more than white churches, if we being honest, when people start preaching, people get the Holy Spirit, and there ain't even no weed involved. So you try to tell me that people can't smoke weed and feel enlightened, and it ain't the same thing? It's the same thing.
It's a money issue. That's all it is. That's all it is. They're hiding it behind the whole religious thing. The court is mad that they can't
figure it out. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying in black churches, the music be going, people get into it, and they're fellowshipping. So if you fellowshipping with marijuana, it's just a different type of fellowship. I'm not saying that everybody gonna agree to it, because you can agree to disagree, because you got those traditional believers that believe the traditional practices of whatever they practice, whether it's Buddhism, Christianity, whatever type of denomination they follow. More power to them. Exactly. I'm just saying, for them to say that they can't have a church based off of that is just, I think it's bullshit, because it's like honestly, you want to stop them from doing it, but everybody else is doing the same thing.
They could have did it if they just kind of left cannabis out the name, as well as stop trying to go the legal route. but just create a gathering where people just get together.
My boy B White, he feel me? Like I'm saying it's not. I'm not saying it serves the same purpose.
They shot the
but
in the foot.
they all non-denominational, with the exception. That's a good point, Q. Scientology. That's a whole nother animal of craziness. But I'm gonna get into that. That's left field. But marijuana is real. You can hold it. You can use it however you want to. You can bake with it. Whatever method you use that you choose to.
Exactly.
But I don't think a judge should be able to allow you to have a religion based off of something if they're allowing other religions and and quote unquote religions of non-traditional things. Right.
Like I said, this is a money issue. This is the government cannot find a way to get a piece of.
Oh, whatever. They didn't figure that. They
is.
cracked that code in Colorado a long time ago. And Vegas followed, and Washington followed. That's why it's legal there. And that's why it's legal there. And that's why I'm going to Vegas very soon.
If the state of Indiana decides to go that same route, I guarantee you this church will be allowed to be a church.
They have to. But me personally, I think marijuana going to be legal in less than 2 to 5 years anyway.
I don't even partake in it, but I don't see no reason
That's
why
true.
not.
Churches don't get taxed. And that's why this church shouldn't be taxed either. So you don't tax them, but if they bring in the marijuana on their own terms, they ain't got nothing to do with the church. That's just where people go to fellowship.
Or they can help teach community agriculture, just plant it themselves.
Hell, man,
sustainable.
I can join the church. I can join the church of cannabis.
They're providing jobs for people.
I can join the church of cannabis, and when there are 2 or more present smoking, the church of cannabis is active.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, you have to look at it. It's just a free speaker. I think I'm a stoner at heart. Like, I was born in the wrong generation, but it's okay. But that's just me.
Should have born in the 60s and 70s.
I mean, possibly. I'm starting to believe so. I like old people music, like older people music. Like,
I might be right there with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, hey.
I don't knock people, but I just think that judges shouldn't be involved in religion. Judges shouldn't be involved in religion. Like, government shouldn't be involved in religion. Nope. Period. Point blank. But that's just my opinion.
You're not hurting nobody.
You ain't hurting nobody. You're not doing anything crazy. I think that people should just let it be what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll move on because I have a funny story. I'm sure everyone's heard about it. If you haven't heard about it, you've been under a rock. So, you've been sleeping under a rock. Before we get into this, I'm going to ask you about Planet Fitness because you said you know what I'm saying, you owe them money, right? You said you owe them, right?
They get their money every month. I just don't walk in the doors. But I have a black card. I can go to any of them in the country.
Oh, you balling. I heard the black card.
Yeah.
I had one. I canceled it. I was just wasting my money. I ain't gonna lie.
I can officially cancel it now without paying a penalty.
Oh, okay. Paying penalty.
Like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try again.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, okay. Let's just get into the story. Is a new man was exercising at Planet Fitness. I don't call it exercise because it was yoga, but I'll read the story to y'all. His name was Eric Stagno. He's 34 years old, so I don't know if he was of sound mind and body. He was charged with indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and he was at a location at the popular gym on Sunday afternoon. He was released on bail in arraignment, and the misdemeanor charges scheduled for September 21st. Goof Troop's birthday. What's up, Keish? The story they got from a witness was the guy that walked in, stripped down right there in front of everybody, left his clothes and belongings at the front desk, walked back and forth across the gym a couple times, and then set her over at yoga mats. When the officers arrived, they said they found him in his birthday suit in a yoga-type position. This man looked like he clearly got issues, according to this picture, okay? So... the only comment he made that he thought it was a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness everywhere, including the picture behind him. What does this say?
It is a
judgment-free zone.
However.
Whatever, man. Live your life, my guy. He told them that the gym was packed. The captain that arrested him said the gym was packed with people. He kept to himself, and he seemed unaware he was upsetting people, oblivious to his environment.
In his slight defense, if he has one, unlike other gyms that have kid areas where you can, put your kids in a corral while you go do your workout,
right.
At least Planet Fitness does not allow children.
Right. LA Fitness got the little thing,
so
right.
At least he wasn't in front of kids. So, he got that going for him.
First of all, my guy was trying to do yoga. I feel like y'all disrespect. Y'all need to put some respect on his name. There's a lot of people in his look, viewers of the world. It's a lot of y'all that need to be at Planet Fitness, me included, doing yoga, cycling, lifting. This man decided to do it in the nude Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey.
I mean, of course, maybe it is, but that's besides the point. Okay, just listen. He walked in, put his clothes on the desk. At that point, somebody at that job should have said, "Look, my guy, my guy, what are you doing?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody decided they just gonna let him look at him. That man look like he's serious, got mental issues.
He walked in.
So he walk in,
look like he has a membership.
Take off all his clothes and be like, "Bow." Walk back and forth a couple times. Probably looking at some women on some Stairmasters and whatnot. Booty checking, you know. And next thing you know, bam, he just been right over in a downward dog.
Yeah, like no.
Just been downward dog.
I don't understand how he got past. I really don't understand how he got past the front.
My guy was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take all this shit off. I'm gonna take all this shit off.
With smiles is, hey, how you doing? Where's your card?
I'm doing great. Here go my card. Taking off my clothes. Maybe it was hot. Y'all ain't even think about that. Maybe the man was hot. He didn't want to do hot yoga. He didn't want to do hot yoga. He wanted to do regular. He was hot. Man, y'all tripping, man. Like I said,
I just can't.
I would love to see, and I bet you somebody got that video that's somewhere. If they had a video of somebody having sex on a plane, they got a video of the dude doing yoga naked, butt ass naked.
You know, somebody was like,
No, and they said he didn't even pay attention. That's how I would have been. Walked in, didn't care about nobody. It'd have had to been like some type of stupid bet that I had to carry on, but I'm not going to no Planet Fitness. Because you know how many germs is on the ground when they was trying to do yoga?
A lot.
All kinds of staph infections the homie could have got. All kinds of nasty ass.
I don't think he was caring about infections.
He cared about his yoga. That's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't putting enough respect on this dude's yoga abilities. He really felt like yoga was his thing. You know, he want to do yoga, you know. Next time I go to Planet Fitness, I'm going to ask, is it a nude option available?
No.
Is this somewhere I can be nude and work out?
Behind the curtain.
First of all, at Planet, ain't Planet Fitness the ones with that little the little massage, the little aqua massage table?
That table.
Man, that thing. Man, that was I almost got a membership just because of that alone.
I'm just mad they only give you 5 minutes. So I'm like, I get 10
right,
least.
And then you gotta leave out, and then you gotta sign up. I'm like,
off the table to come like, hey, can you start that back over?
Like, can I do it again? Like, it's me in here. It's 12:30 at night. Ain't nobody here, bro. You can like, you can let it run an extra 5 minutes, fam. It's only me here, fam. You look out, ain't nobody out there but some old dude on the treadmill. It's just me, bro.
Exactly.
Let me get this massage I need.
I do have to say though, that middle of the night, I was bored. Let me go work out. It's pretty good.
I mean, if I can consistently do it, but you know, nights ain't good for everybody. Some people like nights, but it's really hard to get into a consistent gym regimen. I think that's why a lot of people don't really go to the gym like that. The ones that do, they strict on it, but it's hard to get on that playing field of that. As long as you ain't naked, I always encourage people to go really work out.
Yeah.
Because, shit, just work out. Just don't do a nude. Unless it's a nude option for like yoga, like you have a nude yoga class you can go to, or like
there probably are classes like that he could have found.
We in Georgia. I don't know where was this at. New Hampshire. Yeah, I don't know about New Hampshire. But if a dude, anything he looked like, what he looked like, and he live in New Hampshire, and he walked into a Planet Fitness, and y'all just let him take his clothes off, y'all deserve to let him do where he's gonna do yoga.
Well, like, have you seen the overall? Like, even if you had quote unquote security in Planet Fitness, ain't none of them trying to stop him. They're backing as far away from him as possible. Like, you don't really see too many people that would just bum rush somebody doing this.
Most of the people, they ain't judging, but they judging. But I got an issue with Planet Fitness now that I'm thinking about it. The one time I did go there.
You went on the first Monday?
No, I heard about that. Like, why is it? First of all, when you walk in, it's like a little thing, and they have like not Reese, but Tootsie Rolls. There.
Yeah.
Why, my guy, you working out? Why you got Tootsie Rolls here? Like, why would you do this to me?
Well, if you're gonna eat something sweet, dark chocolate is the best.
Tootsie Rolls ain't dark chocolate. They tasty. They not dark chocolate.
It's close.
No,
it's better than
you don't work out to get a handful of Tootsie Rolls. You know you're not grabbing one. I'm taking a handful. I took a whole handful, like the whole handful.
That's why you're handed.
Whole handful, and I put it in my gym bag. Victory. But and then they give you pizza. Ain't it like Pizza Mondays or something like that?
First Mondays is pizza.
Do better, Planet Fitness. Y'all got y'all want somebody to go work out, burn 100 calories to eat 400 on 2 slices of pizza.
You get one.
Do better, Planet Fitness. Like have a salad option, okay? Have a salad bar. How about that? How about having a salad bar?
They would have to charge more than $20 at the max.
Well, why you giving people free pizza because you get it for $5 at Little Caesars? Is that what you?
No, they don't. They get real pizza.
What's real pizza?
The guy who got kicked out of his company.
Oh, that definitely ain't real pizza. That definitely ain't real pizza. Don't know why you even eat that pizza. I'm not even gonna say his name. If it's free, you eat it.
As long as I'm not giving him my actual money, I don't care.
See, that's what I'm talking about. But you'll still do it. Somebody gave him that money.
Hey, what mine?
Oh, I'm sorry. Correction. One slice is 300 calories. So you know you're not eating more than one slice. If you go to Planet Fitness, you work out for a half an hour, you hit the gym, you feeling good. Then they just slide out this pepperoni pizza like bam, 600 calories down the drain. Meanwhile, you only burnt 125, half-assing it on a treadmill that you had on walk. No, that is ass backwards. That's how they keep y'all ass in that gym. Cause they keep you in the gym because you go get your workout on, walk, do your thing.
You want to treat yourself.
Hey, here you go. Y'all did great in that gym. Yeah. Here go a whole pizza.
Not a whole pizza.
You know why you doing that? Nonsense, craziness. But every week I find a video that I think is funny. I try not to look, but sometimes you come across it, you on the computer, you see something funny. I always try to find something good. I done had some good ones so far. In honor of school, you know, school is coming back. People are going to school. My niece live here now. She going to high school. I don't know how long she gonna be able to live with me. She got an attitude problem. I don't know about her. I don't like her too much like I used to when she was younger. She don't pay me no attention like she used to. Might not let her stay at my house. Might kick her out early. It's a lot of things going on. The point I'm trying to make is school is back in. And I thought to myself, why not find something that would make everyone laugh related to school? So I found the compilation of a lot of kids doing real stupid stuff at school.
As they do.
On every level. It's not just one level. It's every level. Because stupidity has no age bracket, okay?
It does not care.
So with that being said, here's my video of the week. I'm dedicated to all the people that are in school, going to school, educators, teachers, parents, students, people on their phones, people that can't read, people that can read, people that attend the Church of Cannabis.
Hey.
This is all for y'all. Enjoy.
Robbie.
He actually put a hole in the floor.
You need to point to the words. Okay? Look, I'm going to clip you down. Stop.
Are you okay?
Hello and welcome to Mayhem Circus!
Okay, so my son took a nap.
It's 7 o'clock at night, and he thinks it's 7 o'clock in the morning. He woke up and got ready for school. Cam, what are you doing? Cam.
What?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What are you doing right now?
Waiting for the bus.
Jump in, please.
Go! Told you. Are you okay? Yeah. You dirty!
Niggas who you think can be me, no one can be me.
Hele lelijke kat.
The principal. He did it on purpose.
There's my buddy. They are in the middle school now.
Middle school now.
Go in, buddy. Where are you going?
Are you afraid of me?
Derek.
What'd you do? I didn't do it.
So,
Wait.
Stay right here.
Alright, okay guys, come on Justin, do it for Shrine Cup.
Why?
Don't follow me, okay?
Why? But I want to put you on the bus. Mommy loves you.
I love you, but don't follow me, okay?
So, 1, 2, alright, ready? Set, go.
It may well be called chops, she when it chops one such fruit. Give the audience good manners.
Well, you can finish it after you start my final. You're on my time now. Okay, you need to separate.
We had some yesterday. I think we had some regular ones, but.
You are so
Yeah, her birthday crown. Happy birthday!
Andy is going to touch that door hinge thing with his head.
Dummies. 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 But, you know, education can be fun and it can also be hilarious at the same time.
And painful.
Before we get to the, the school days, I want to, again, thank all my educators on any level. Thank you 100 million times over. What you do with the kids is beyond anything most people can do. So we want to thank you 100 times over. Any educators want to call in, 470-251-4647. The number at the bottom of the screen, you can see it. Please call in. You can give us some of your funniest stories, whatever you want to have. You want to share an experience about teaching, whatever you want to do, just feel free. We want to hear from you. If you're an educator, chime on in. But now, let's get into the wonderful topic of school days. Now, school days can be on any level, any platform, any bracket, from elementary all the way up to college, or even graduate. Whatever stories you got, we're gonna talk about some. Let's start with the first, which is the most important. The first day of school. You remember your first day of school on any level, whether it was elementary, high school, middle school? You remember your first day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, what was your first day like for you? Paint the picture for the people.
First day of kindergarten, I met my longest standing best friend. We were at the same school together from kindergarten to 8th grade. So I remember walking into the class and she was the first person to say hey to me. We've been best friends ever since.
Yeah, that was I had a good friend. I'm still good friends with her right now. Her name's Kelly. She was in my K4 class, and our families lived close by. Our families was always close. It was kind of tight. So even when I moved on and did things, thankfully social media was able to keep us connected. I think that's probably one of the coolest things about social media, because I've been friends with her, I promise you, since probably the K4. So, but it's all of 4 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know her to this day. Like, I see her, we can kick it like ain't nothing changed. Like,
Exactly.
she love my family, I love her family. So,
Same.
first day of middle school was probably I was probably the most nervous because a lot of my people I knew didn't transfer to the same schools that I did. So, in Wisconsin, it goes from K4 all the way to 6th grade. And then you go from 7th and 8th grade, which is middle school. So, it was different for me. But I was scared to death. I mean, because I went to a school where it was just 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, so a lot of people that were already there were there from 6th grade, so they know some of those other kids. So I was a new kid, so I was mad nervous. But I'm still actually friends with one of the a lot of my friends from middle school. My boy, he was watching B White. My other boy John, we real close. We had AB classes together in middle school. So, but that was probably my fear. I was probably the most nervous going into like middle school because it was like a transition I couldn't control. Yeah. So it was like, for me, that was one of the things where I was like, wow.
That was kind of like for me for high school. My first day at the illustrious Westlake High School.
Okay. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't,
Whatever. It was 9th grade, but for me, coming from a Christian private school, I went there from kindergarten to 8th grade. This was my first time ever at a different school, and it was a public school. So we had kind of heard horror stories, but then I was like, I know people in public schools, so I'm like, it shouldn't be that bad. But I was still kind of like, okay, what am I going to, experience? I remember picking out my outfit, making sure it was laid out. I had it laid out at least about a couple days before.
Yep.
And was like, okay, I got to at least look nice the first day, but am I going to meet anybody? Am I going to have any friends?
Right.
I ended up running into a couple people that I had known when I was younger and other stuff. And then it got to the point where by the end of that year, I was like, okay, this is a very good, I'm glad I made this decision and I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, that for me, like I said, I was one of the people that I was really shy when I was younger as a kid because I didn't really have the experience with people because, like I said, I had my clique of people, from K4 to 6th grade. So transferring over was really, really tough for me because, for a boy, you want to meet some people that's cool, make sure you're in a nice circle. If you athletic, play sports. I played basketball, so it was cool. But, man, I promise you, it was a lot of... It was hard for me, the transition from there to hard. But after that, a lot of my guys, we ended up going to the same high school. So that was like a breeze. I love high school, yeah. So it was like, for me, that was the easiest thing. Feel free if you watching. Hello, everybody that's watching. I appreciate you tuning in. DJ, what's up, homie? We got a lot of people tuning in. But if you educator or not, if you got a story about school or anything, 470-251-4647 or share it on the live feed. I love to read it and see what you got to say. I went to school in Wisconsin my whole life minus college. So my experience is all Wisconsin. So like I said, in middle school being tough, you transition to high school. It's just as tough, but you got your friends with you at this point, so you've built that relationship with some people. So you're not alone, but in essence, you still are because you're only a 9th grader and you were amongst a sea of high schoolers.
Everybody.
But I loved it because for me it was like it was opening up a different world because you got to see so many different types of platforms and people. And a lot of my homeboys play football, you know what I mean? So I caught the gist of that earlier. So it was like supporting them and also just taking part in school activities. But then I was petrified because it's like you see all these older guys, you know what I'm saying, and they've been here, they've been kicking it. You know what I mean? So that was one of the, situations where I was like, man, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do.
I don't think we need to answer that question, Derek.
What? What do you say?
I'm just not answering
that question. Anyone smashing their teachers. You know what? I ain't no snitch. So I can't say. What all I'm going to say about that is, that does happen.
It might have happened.
You seeing a lot of people these days getting caught up with that. I was reading a story a couple weeks back that a guy had a threesome with 2 of his English teachers. And it was in like high school. Told his homeboys snitched on him. It was some white. It was some white mess. It was some white mess. It wasn't no, because it was a black dude told you the black friend's gonna be like, man, you gonna hook me up? They ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? That's what they gonna say.
If the news did come out, it wouldn't come out until it was like not going to hinder either anybody's career or jeopardize his issues. So be like,
Okay, we got in 4K. Okay, Quandra in 4K. She told her white friend the palms of her hands were white from shaking so many white people's hands. That is some racist mess. That is some racist mess. Oh God. We talking school days.
Wow.
And that's hilarious. I ain't never did that. I mean, I had some. The first person I met in middle school was a white dude, and then I met my friend Brandon, and after that I met my friend John. In that order. That was like going home, and that was middle school. And then we ironically most of us went to the same high school, which was dope. And yeah, CD ain't fun if homie say I have none. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. The white dude literally snitched on his homeboy. If I'm going to school and I'm telling you, like, look, man, I just knocked off these 2 teachers this weekend. I'm not finna go tell, like, I'm finna go snitch. No, you don't snitch.
Like
you shake that man's hand. You actually buy that man lunch.
Like, if they do something wrong to you or they try to get, crazy, be like, hey, remember what you told me. You hold it over their head. But I don't know if you tell.
Nah, that's only if you don't like him. If it's your homie, you salute him. Man, let me go get you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Let's buy you lunch or something. But, their safety patrol in Wisconsin was being called a cadet. You couldn't be a cadet until you was in the 5th or 6th grade. I was a cadet in 5th grade, 6th grade. I don't think I fooled with it. But yeah, I mean, it was probably safety patrol. When you say safety patrol, for some reason I think of Paw Patrol, but that's probably because I got 3-year-old. But it's neither here nor there. I'm just saying,
I don't know. Paw Patrol in the school would have been kind of cute though.
You know what I'm saying? We was out here rapping.
Kind of adorable.
First of all, I'm mad now that I think about it because Janelle just posted the orange belt. You know what I'm saying? I got my orange belt. I thought I was the man, but in reality, I was just the elementary school cop. I was the pigs, and I'm just realizing that because if you diss me, I had to snitch on my homeboys. Like
your hall pass. Like, they run in the hallway. No.
But if you on safety patrol too, a lot of people did a lot of stuff outside. They was helping people. You wasn't the main person out there, but you was helping. You was something like them. Exactly. You was like flashlight cop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had no gun. You had a badge. You know what I'm saying? The orange belt was the badge. Yes. You dig what I'm saying?
They knew who you were. They knew who you were.
Like, but you was kind of like a snitch though. Like, if you was hall monitor, was you hall monitor?
No, you were
a hall monitor. I was never a hall monitor. I was a cadet. I was getting kids safely to their destination. I was safely getting people to their destinations.
Let me ask you a question.
I was a savior to people at my school. People loved me.
Did you have to go through that? I think it was like when I got to high school. When they started having the whole agendas and like you had to keep it on you, that was like your hall pass.
Middle school.
Middle school. And it's like if you were out and you didn't have it, I'm like.
Middle school. Middle school.
I look back on it now. It's like okay, it made sense for to make sure you got permission to be where you're supposed to be or wherever you go. But it's just
but the agendas we had that started for us in middle school. But that was your hall pass. Like you could, if you didn't have that thing and you ain't had no signature,
exactly.
you ain't following the rules. You getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? See, it was we had a lot of cadets. Shout out to all the old cadets back in there, repping their orange belts. Y'all was all keeping the streets safe out here, keeping the streets safe. As long as y'all wasn't hall monitors, because there's a difference now. You did get in our school, you did get the orange belt if you was a hall monitor too, though. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of did the double duty. But in 5th grade, you wasn't allowed. That was only for the 6th graders to be hall monitors. So basically, all of them was just snitches. Because I feel like if you in the hall and you see somebody, it's a stare down, but you be like, I wonder if this dude gonna snitch on me or not. Like, is a stare down for a long period of time? You looking like, all right, Reggie, you gonna say something, Reggie, or not? You gonna say something? You gonna say something to me, or you gonna let me go? I feel like we had and you gotta remember the karma you eat, because like if you disrespected that kid or if you picked them last when it was time to hoop, they gonna remember that.
You might need it.
So when you get in the hallway, you be like,
remember I picked you for kickball. You were on my team.
Fam, you was number 3. You wasn't 1, fam, but you was 3. So I should be able to get to this bathroom without you. I don't got what I need to have, but I need you to let me by. I need safe passage.
Bells?
Man, we had too many bells, yo.
I used to hate that warning bell. Like, okay, just ring the one I know that I'm late. Don't give me a second when I'm gotta remember. Like, wait, what time is it? Did I miss the first one? Did I not miss it?
No, it all depends on how late you were to school. Okay, that was the thing.
Well, see, I gotta buy that because I got in good with the attendance lady. The lady in the attendance office, I got in good with her. She like my mom, because just in case, like my mom at the time when I went to high school had started. She was disabled and started being like sick, so there were times I had to help her.
Yeah. And
so we made sure they knew our situation, and so I got in good with her. So there were times if I didn't want to go to class, I might just go sit in her office. Might be able to call my mom.
You got it good, early. Like see, you got that's you got to finesse your way through school. Hey, this is a lesson. This is a lesson to you. This is a lesson to you, Shay. You finesse your way through school. You get cool with the people in the upper echelons, the administrators, the
Get
assistants.
cool with the
So when
custodians.
you moving along, they show you that extra love. They don't show everybody that extra love. You know what I'm
Get to know
saying?
your
That's how you
custodian,
win. You
your
win with your
secretary.
relationships. It's like politics. Oh, but we gonna move on to that. But yep. Family motto: snitches get stitches, get left up in ditches. That's what I'm saying. You can't be in the hallway if you know your street cred ain't good. Because if you see Reggie and he got his belt out, he looking at you with his notepad like, are you gonna write my name down or not, bro? Because this is gonna determine how the rest of your year gonna go. I didn't really put up on because, like I said, I was shy back then, but I watched it. I was there for it. I seen it. I was there.
Was watching your friends.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. But, you know, we moving along in childhood memories, I think Derek pointed it out. Yeah, he was talking about it, but he was talking about food. I thought Anisha would have mentioned food. But but she gonna kill me. I thought she would have mentioned food. Oh, greedy so. But basically, what was your best memories of high school? Because when I think of food, I think about, or not high school, just best memories of school. You can go from A to B, but I start from elementary school because it's always easy to. But man, he mentioned that square pizza. I think square pizza was universal in the United States, and everybody was eating that shit. Everybody was eating the square pizza joints, like 4 pepperonis. If you got lucky, you got pepperonis. Because most of the time we just got cheese in that son bitch. Like we didn't even get pepperonis. Like I know some people that's watching right now was bougie. They had like Pizza Hut and like Subway in their high schools. But I'm not gonna judge nobody, and I'm really judging. They had that money. Yeah, this money. My chicken legs probably was my favorite. If I had to keep it a buck, like hands down with the gravy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, let me tell you something about my chicken legs, all right? Because you can buy them in Wisconsin right now. You get about 5 for about $2.50 in Milwaukee right now, okay? It's mock. It's not a real chicken leg. Like what the bone is, like boneless. But they probably just compile a whole bunch of things from the chicken that's not gonna. First of all, you not finna disrespect my chicken. No, my chicken legs in here. You not.
I'm trying to figure out.
I will go to Milwaukee right now and buy a pack and make them with some and make them, literally make them just with nothing. Put a little gravy on it. Maybe I can't really eat rice. I don't really do the pastas no more. But I sneak like a baked potato on that joint. You know what I mean? I forget that. Yeah. That starch is being eaten. Hey. But the mop chicken legs, man, let me tell you. And it go back, mop chicken legs evolved into my life. Like, as I got older, like, imagine a club night where you just wasted. And you get to your house and you need something to eat. Yeah. And you look in the refrigerator, ain't nothing there. But you hit that freezer, though. And the mop chicken leg sitting right there.
I get it.
You heat them things up, about 15, 20 minutes, you eat them. You know what I'm saying? And that's getting the grease. You know what I'm saying? You good. Man, whatever, man. Get a little bread with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But the pizza, mop chicken legs. Oh, chicken patties was fire too. Yeah. Chicken patties was fire too. What else?
I think for me, I was spoiled because, like I said, I went to a Christian school, so I was spoiled because we had a cook, and
we had cooks. No, the lunch ladies with the with the hairnets. Them was real chefs. Them was the top chefs.
We had somebody's mama in our school kitchen. We got breakfast, a hot breakfast, and a hot lunch every day. And when there was Thanksgiving or Parents' Day or things like that, we had a spread, like all the way to the old school dessert table of cakes and stuff. So it was amazing. And from when I was at the Christian school, it was great. When I got to high school, some of my best food moments were
chop suey. Jennifer, ain't nobody no damn chop suey. Jennifer, what school you went to? Because I ain't never heard no damn chop suey. You had chop suey in your school? First of all, don't you disrespecting my chicken legs too? And Jennifer, you kicked out the family if you talking about mop chicken legs is a staple. Okay, it should be respected. It should have its own day, like nachos and margaritas and ice cream and donuts. Potato bar? I mean, first of all, I'm not gonna get into that again. I told you, some people went to better schools. I went to public schools my whole life. I didn't have the luxury of having potato bars. If you got a potato on your tray, that was it, okay? Yeah. And you didn't get, and it was dry as hell because you didn't get no butter, no sour cream. You ain't get nothing. So first of all, it's not how that worked. Like, it just didn't work for me.
I think one of my best weird food moments though was senior year. By this point, Westlake had created a whole new senior section.
Right.
And so we were like, yeah, we were happy we got to sit over there away from everybody else or whatever.
Y'all think y'all better than everybody? Okay,
Just a
yeah.
little
That's
bit.
racist.
And then
it's racist hell. It's cool.
classism.
Carry on. It's racist.
But, okay.
Well, I call everything racist. Don't worry about me.
So one of the lunch ladies that had been there, I knew her from when I was younger, and so I was like, hey, one of my mamas work here. For some reason, me and my friends decided that we were going to just eat cereal for lunch. So we started like a whole cereal club or whatever, where we would bring our cereals and she would give us all the milk we needed. And then
milk?
I had, like, for our cereal, we need milk for the cereal, but we didn't have to pay the, 50 cents or whatever to get a carton. She would just give it to us.
See?
And then
that's what I'm saying.
I had a
finessing the system. Finesse the system, people.
I had like one
Tell your kids, whoever, the teachers.
Get to know
who you need to know. And Anitra, first of all, let me explain something because she said something about her high school. Quandra did too, but it's just because it's public school. Certain public schools in Wisconsin had different opportunities and different things available to them.
It's the same.
Like I went to a school that was there, all boys school before it became before they integrated in like the 70s. So we was in a square box. You dig what I'm saying? I rep my school, but it was a box. You can hit every corner in that some bitch if you wanted to. It's a box. Milwaukee Trade Technical High School. That's my school. I'm a Trojan for life. Huh?
You have 18 doors on your school?
We had 3 floors.
Ooh,
The fourth floor was the basement, and it was an old ass pool in there.
Hey, there's a school in Decatur. It's a well-known school in Decatur, and everybody know we used to hate on them. They have 18 doors. You know how we know it's 18?
Why?
They're numbered from the outside.
That's a prison.
Level. It is.
A prison.
It is.
No, Derek. I didn't never have.
You never had Trapper Keeper?
No. Trapper Keepers. Yeah, that's absolutely.
Oh,
Trapper Keepers. All that. That's a whole nother. I thought we were still on food because he asked about the plastic bag milk in the box. Back in Milwaukee, we had the cartons. I wasn't privileged. I wasn't privileged to the bag. The plastic bag milk. I feel like that was breast milk, but that's or goat milk or some shit. Like I don't know. I'm just saying I didn't have it. I just had the carton milk. You know what I'm saying? You got 2% or regular, and if you was lucky, you got chocolate sometime. I'm telling you, I didn't. My schools, public schools, I didn't really have it like that. You know what I mean? But it was all good. You know what I'm saying? So, we finna get off food. We talk about food all forever. But some more memories. Going back to elementary school, my memories were like, and this is gonna sound weird because my niece literally has her phone in her hand, but computers was a memory I remember in school because when computers hit, it was floppy disk or nothing.
You remember Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail was it? Number munchers? What? Number munchers? But you were praying to get to Friday to play Number Munchers or Oregon Trail in the class. Because that was a treat. You had to earn that shit. You're not getting Number Munchers on Monday.
That's the reason
you know what I'm
we
saying?
know the word dysentery.
Exactly.
Like, why would we know this word except for the greatness that was?
Oregon Trail was probably one of the greatest games of all time. Man, and it was and it was probably a 2-bit game. Let me tell you something. I killed so many of my friends on Oregon Trail. I've killed several of my friends in the computer world. Like, if this was Tron, like, all my friends would be dead. All my friends would be dead.
Across the river.
Man, I made it. I made it. It was me and my girlfriend at the time. We would make it. We would make the rest of them niggas die. Everybody, we survived it. As long as she could eat.
Okay.
My homies, Mike was dying.
We didn't make it.
Like, who was at the time? B. Toombs, he was dead several times. People died on Oregon Trail. I didn't have many survivors. But that was one of my first memories, like when a computer first came about, because that's when like the evolution of video games happened, kind of at the same time. Like Atari was there, but it really didn't move until we hit like Nintendo. Yeah. And that's when it kind of took off. But the computers were right that little in between area before Atari and Nintendo existed. That's where the floppy disk computers came into play. That's my biggest memory of school because I loved school back then. So like even though Number Munchers was a game for education, you thought, I'm trying to beat this thing. Yeah. Like you realize
you realize what you actually learned.
You was learning some shit.
Like, oh wait, why do
you can count now. I can count my money now. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. Because the damn Number Munchers. People don't realize that.
For me,
those are 2 biggest floppy disks.
Like kids now, one, they don't really go outside no more at all.
Hell no.
But I remember
it ain't safe to.
I remember being in that whole middle school age range where we had to do research papers.
Oh, okay.
And we used to always tell people like, yeah, we got to go to the library. that was the biggest party. Like, we would still get work done, but we would literally meet up at the library to just party for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
and it's just like
well, see, I didn't touch the library until it was time for like the book fair or something. Like in my school, like
oh no, this was an off-site. Like this one.
No, I'm saying the off-site. I know the research. I'm just thinking like, but I'm thinking about like the memories from.
Oh, that's Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah. What?
Man, amazing.
The book, and then you had a little challenges so you can get points, so you can go to the field trips.
Did y'all do Book It?
No, we ain't
get to eat pizza.
Oh no, we ain't have Book It because I think they replaced Book It for the summer reading program where you have to read so many books over the summer and you get to go to we had they took Book It away, but that was earlier before me. Like I don't know why they did that in Wisconsin, but I didn't get that. But yeah, that was for me. Like in elementary school when they had the little they had this thing in Wisconsin where you would go to like the Civic Center or something and it would be like a world fair. You would get a passport and you get to go different places, but you had to earn that by reading books.
Yeah.
Like our school wouldn't let everybody go, and you had to do it in like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. So once you got to that point, it's like I'm reading my books, so I can go to the you know what I'm saying? Because I want to go. Like it's the international fair, so you going around to every country experiencing different things, and that was like my favorite memories of elementary school.
I've seen a couple schools that do something similar, but theirs is more so. They count the words they've read, and I'm like, that doesn't really count. I need you to read like books and stories and novels to like get full. Like you can read words all you want.
Low key, I wasn't really reading a lot of crazy books. You know, the books I used to read when I was in elementary school was the Choose Your Own Adventure books and the Goosebumps books. Man, those are 2 books I will always read. Like
R.L. Stein was that dude.
What? I was reading Goosebumps books but the Choose Your Own Adventure books is my favorite. I would go to the library just to look for those. Choose Your Own Adventure. I would never pick the right ones though. Like I would very rarely get to the end of the book. I'd be like page 50, you died, your friends died. I'd be like, well, I'm finna read it over and choose the other option, motherfucker. Like I didn't get to the end of the book, so you can't tell me I lost. I still got rental time. I ain't got no late fees on that.
But I think those type of books for me set me up for the way I like my books now. I love books that have more than one character talking.
Do you read to your students?
Yeah. Oh, I love reading a lot. Like when they get on, I'm like, sit on the floor, let me read a book. Man. Especially if it's about a subject or if it's a book I like. Oh, you're going.
Teachers, educators, chime in. Do y'all still make y'all kids read out loud in class? Y'all still do that?
Well, like for me for 1st grade.
Because I know you had that, and I feel like this is petty of me. I'm still gonna say it. Like you get that one kid that had trouble and don't want to read out loud, and then you caught, and y'all teachers is infamous for picking the one that y'all know can't read, and be like, look, Ben, you read out loud. Ben be like, you know he can't read. Yeah. Don't do that to them kids. No. Like, cause if that can scar them. I'm not saying that y'all ain't doing a good job. I'm saying y'all pick the one kid that can't read well.
And it honestly
like he just sit up there and he get the book and he be like, duh. And then he stop, look around the motherfuckers.
Well, we help him out.
Don't do that to them.
No, it doesn't help.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's not a good reading teaching strategy.
Don't do that to them kids.
So like, what was your worst memory if you have one?
Oh, I never forget it. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I won't evolve to high school, but I'll sit in elementary school for a little bit since we on memories from there. Anitra, shut up. Log off. She said 5318008 spelled boobies. Log off, Anitra. Log off, Anitra. Log off right now. You perv. My sister, you perv. Log the hell off right now. No, but it did spell boobies. But let me tell y'all something. I was in 5th or 6th grade, and I was one of them kids that I was, I never really had clothes that like sag. My mom always paid. I wore clothes that fit, and they were really cool. So I mean, I always looked nice. I appreciate my mom, and my sister always told me. Like, I be wearing Arizona jeans and Arizona polos and have on some Jordans. That's because of my sister, though. She always. Keisha will be, shout out to Keisha. I don't know where the hell, where your mama go, Shay? Anyways. So, let me tell y'all, I'm fresh, clean, whole outfit smooth. There was some, I never forget this, it was some olive green Arizona jeans. And I had on some black Jordans and a black polo. And we was in the damn, library, ironically. The library, I noticed, I still see it in my head. Like, the library teacher name was Miss Hanky. Miss Hanky, like, they used to call her Hanky Pankies, no lie. Like, And I got my Jordans. I bent down to tie up my shoe, and it was some Jordans. And my sister made sure I had J's. I love her to death for that. I always had some J's, every single one.
How nice.
Yeah, I love her to death. I stole hers once it got to another swing but that's another story for another day. So my homegirl Kelly, when I was telling y'all about, we still in school together, but she was talking to my homeboy Eric and some other people over there. And one of the dudes was he was from the hood. He was cool as hell. He just from the hood. He was sagging, and you know all the girls talking to him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dog, you know what I'm saying? I want to sag like dude, cause you know the homie was getting chicks. So my dumb ass, I go over to the side, and I start to, I'm like, I can't sag. You know what I'm saying? My pants they not built like that. So I unbutton the top button and zip a little bit, and I slide them bitches down. I swear the whole thing just came straight down. Swoop. Tidy whities was just out there in these streets. Thank the good Lord nobody saw that. I think maybe but the librarian, Miss Hagee, she saw it. But man, I looked around so quick, like it was down. It was enough time for somebody else other than her to see it. I was trying hard. I pulled them things up so quick. I looked around. I was so embarrassed to only see the one person was this old middle-aged white lady looking at me like. I was like, dude. But when I tell you that was probably the most embarrassing time, and I was like 5th or 6th grade. Like, but thankfully it was just her. Like, none of my other classmates saw it because that would have been the death of me for like the rest of the year. Yeah. But man, dude, I was trying to sag so bad because homie was getting plenty chicks. I'm like, man, I'm trying to be like, dude, he had girls. I want to be. I think that was Will, Keisha. Now that I think about it, remember Will? That was him that was sagging. He was talking to Kelly and Constance, a couple other people. And I was in the library. I was telling this story, man. I walked over and he was sagging. And, all the chicks was talking to Will. You know what I'm saying? Had hair like mine, you know what I'm saying? Nice little hair. So, man, I went over. Man, this motherfucker, I shoot pants, just tidy whities. Because back then, wasn't no boxer briefs for the kid. It was just all Fruit of the Loom, tidy whities. I was living my best life in there. I wasn't, but I was sagging. That was it for me. What we got? Hold on. We got a, oh, yep. It was once upon a time. Yep. But that was I think that was in middle school when a girl talked about my chin, or maybe like freshman year.
Talked about your butt?
Because I didn't have. First of all, I didn't have all this great facial hair I have now. Okay, let's be clear about it. This luxury facial hair I have here, it's a booty chin that lies under here. But the funny thing about how karma work is, right? the funny thing about how karma work is when you're doing well, you get to watch somebody do worse than you, and then you know what I'm saying, you clean up all right, and you see them and they got like 4 kids and like 5 baby daddies. See how that worked? See what I said there? See what I said there?
That's
and you winning. So I was good. You know what I'm saying? But yes. I had a lot of embarrassing moments because I was shy, so I didn't care about fitting in, but I care about like certain people noticing me, like a certain girl I might have liked, or that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I always played sports. You know what I'm saying? That was different, but I was never the number 1 guy. I was always like number 2 or number 3. So I was like, I never had nothing to really stand out. So that was my thing. And it turned over to the girls, like Darius said. You know what I'm saying? When you hit the checkbox, I was even scared to hit a girl with a note like, "Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe."
Maybe was the worst checkbox.
Right. Well, I mean, you didn't have dudes shoot. That was shooting your shot back in elementary and middle school.
I know.
That's you shoot your shot. You slide that note, and you hope that thing come back with the right circle. And you in anticipation, and the anticipation is waiting, and you slide. You get it over 4 rows to her. You see her look at it. You look at that motherfucker. You wait on it, slide that thing back. Make sure you wrote it, spell it correctly, because ain't no chick on. If you write it and "do you like me" and spell like wrong, they ain't checking for you. It's over. You lost before you started. So you get that thing up, slide it over, all the way over, and you tell your homeboy. So you the waiting game, because you sneaking stuff across. Yeah. Ain't no text messaging. You can't text your friend. You can't text her.
You gotta hope the hater is not in between.
So you spending a whole hour or so just letting that thing go, like waiting, looking, rocking, looking, trying to do your work, looking, and you get that thing back.
Yes.
Yeah, we gonna kick it. We gonna kick it on recess. We gonna kick it on recess, or you tell your homeboys you got the okay. But
nah, though, I had a similar situation like that. So, it's like you always had that one crush where you're like, okay. Mm-hmm. You're like, for me, it was like if I was crushing on somebody, I couldn't talk to them, but I was like somehow find my way in their stream of their circle or whatever. Mm-hmm. But never could just be like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling you, got my eye, whatever, whatever. Had one dude, kind of crushing on for about a whole year.
Yeah, but that's how you based it. But I mean, but see, you inhabit that tough because you was the girl. Like the guys had the responsibility. Like let's say for instance, and Anitra made a good point.
He tells me like the week that because he was a senior, so he's about to graduate. It's
you
literally
went high school
senior
on
week.
him. That's just he gonna shoot his shot regardless.
No. And it was like, he's literally about to graduate. And I'm like, okay, I'll probably never see you again. And I was just walking through the hall. And he ever said so. He was like, yeah, you know. He was like, yeah, I probably would have hollered at you. Why didn't you say that? He was like, oh, I thought you had somebody.
That mean he would have hit it.
Like,
that mean he would hit.
Whatever. And I was like, why would you
This high school. I ain't saying.
I feel you on that. I'm just saying it. I'm not going there. But I was just like, why you ain't say nothing? And he was like, cause I thought you was talking to somebody. You was always. I'm like, no, I had friends. But if you said,
that's how the shy guys lose too, cause they think the popular girl always talking.
He was like one of the top basketball.
No, but I'm saying like the guys
was
though.
Dating one of the best.
Of course, they can have what they want.
Who was like a big sister to me, so I wasn't gonna step over her toes.
But shy guys, they lose like that too, cause they think like the main chick is seeing somebody. They ain't really dealing with nobody, but you don't ever ask. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my homeboy Sheldon made it to a live. I appreciate you.
Oh, yay.
What you know about that, Anitra? The little mansion game where you flip it? It's MASH. That was the name of the game. Yep.
Amazing.
You flip that thing. You trying to get in a mansion, nice little car.
No, it's like
you was living the good life. You gotta
count your
You gotta count it. You gotta count it first. You give them. You just flip that thing. I never made them, but I have somebody. Hey, make them things.
And the fortune tellers were amazing.
Flipping them things, like I wonder if the Asians brought that over. Did the Asians bring that over to the Americans? Was that the Asians that did that? Can we get a research check? Did the Asians bring that over?
Who made the
MASH was the game, yo.
Yeah. How many people are supposed to have mansions now?
Anitra's still on food. This is a good question for my people. Do they still give ice cream with the wood spoon?
No.
Is it plastic spoon now?
What is this ice cream?
The little cup of ice. You ain't never had a cup of ice cream?
No, I have.
No, I'm saying like a cup at school. Like when you go to school, they had ice cream. It was the cup.
Kids actually get like real popsicles and stuff now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know nothing about that. Like again,
they do it.
I wasn't living that.
They do it on Fridays. They gotta bring in their money like $1 or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you
like
bad,
some
your
schools,
teacher is not gonna let you get up there.
Yeah. Some schools like my niece school, they have lunch, but they have a la carte menus too, where you can buy new things back. How do you know it's nasty? She didn't even, dude, it was the first day. That's not designated on everything a la carte the first day. Like everything's nasty. That's just your picky ass daughter. Let's be clear about that. That's just your picky ass daughter. That's not everybody.
In her defense, most school food is not seasoned. It's very bland. It's
Come on and call in, DJ. You welcome to call in, fam. Call in.
People got issues nowadays. They got too many allergies.
First of all, she's picky. She doesn't have any allergies. She's just picky. This one's picky. I know her. I'm kicking her out of my house. She can't stay with me. She gonna leave back with her mama.
She jumped right in the car and said, "Mom, can we go to Chick-fil-A?"
Chick-fil-A? Y'all just got a Chick-fil-A too. Y'all ain't got but one. You raunchy. You can't be in my house because I told you this was gonna be on fried bologna sandwiches.
Oh.
And
like no lie detector.
Oh my god, dude. Nah, but that's just school. Like well. So that was your worst moment, like asking at the last minute to date a guy you wanted to date.
Yeah, and then I had a moment. We were in drama my senior year. It was when we were moving around the stage, and I slipped and fell. But I kind of played it off like I was supposed to be doing it because we were acting like little kids.
Yeah.
And then we had to go out into the audience at one part, and at the space where I happened to sit down, I looked over, and the current dude that I was crushing on was living.
Yo, this is the first. I ain't never really got a call. Hey,
how you doing?
Hey, D, I think I got you on. Did I just hang up on the homie? I feel like I just hang up on him. He'll call back. I feel like I just hung up on him. Is he? Hey, don't say speaker on here, Net. Nope. Hey, call back, DJ. I got you, bro.
I'm pretty sure that should be the speaker.
I pressed the one after the fact, so I kind of turned him on.
Oh.
But he'll call back. I seen his number. I ain't calling him back. I love him though. He gonna call back. Yo, DJ, call back, fam. So we can, cause I know you got a lot to say, and you always got some good. You need to come on this show and stop playing, man. Act like your Wednesdays ain't too messed up coming up. Net, why are you in the middle of my?
Hey, people.
That's,
okay, look.
That's Net. You always hear somebody and give me a hard time.
Well, she gotta
You
make
look,
sure
you
you know
know,
how to work stuff.
now stop looking at the people. See this button right here?
Nope. Nope.
We're gonna go for it.
Nope.
This one.
Okay,
Down.
press it. Press it. Press it. Press it. Press it.
It's not ringing. Oh, press
And
it.
then at the
press
same
it.
time, I just pressed it. Yo, D, what's
Okay.
up, homie?
Hey, what's up? What's up? You did it.
See, you thought I was BSing. Yeah, I caught it right on time. Boop. What up, DJ? Well, holla at me, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? I got a question for you. Speaking of school days, back in high school, did you ever experience, like, when you were a senior or whatever, and it'd be a cute girl, it'd be a couple of cute girls, and you leave them for school, and everyone get on the bus, but they got the little boyfriend that got the car, but he don't go to school no more. Like, he graduated like a year before. He was a lame all through high school, but now he gone and got like a little raggedy little Jill, but because she ain't got to get on the bus, he's like hot stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I experienced that to a degree, and it actually did it twice. It's funny you mentioned that because the first time I liked the girl when I was a freshman in high school, and she was talking to a senior, and she was in classes with us, and hell, we even worked at the same grocery store, but she was talking to a senior, and he was, you know, he was Spanish, so I kind of looked like him. I'm not Spanish, but don't get it twisted. But the point I'm trying to make is like that was the first time it went down. I was like, damn, so maybe I got a shot, but I didn't. I end up, my shy ass, dog, I gave her my number on her punch card on a Post-it note at work. That's how I shot my shot. I failed because, you know, she was talking to a senior, but fast forward, like you said, it was a couple dudes that wasn't in school that had little trappers like Capri Cutlasses and short booty Buicks, and like they was riding up on these seniors and these girls you trying to talk to, but they ain't messing with them because they got a car. How whack is that?
I felt like that. I felt like that was cheating, man. You can't come back to the school and you got to move on. I don't care if you graduated last year. You know, that's for us, man.
you ain't wrong, D. I promise you, bro. That didn't happen to me. I watched one of my homeboys talk to a girl, and they was really kicking it tough. Come to find out, she was talking to him and the high school dude and the dude that wasn't. He didn't even go to college, bro. He just had a car. He probably was selling weed. Point I'm trying to make is he'd pull up in his nice little car, had some rims. I think it was probably like 18s at the time, because you know 20s wasn't popping back in 2000 just yet. They ain't get there. Your Cash Money didn't take over just yet. For the 99 in 2000, they hadn't took over. But, dog, you right. They would come back and take all the girls that we wanted, that we thought we had shots with, every time, bro. That's a fact, bro. Fact.
Yeah, that was like a little slap. All they wanted was not to have to get on that little yellow bus, and they was a little hot stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up and listen. But one more thing, what was hotter back in the day in the school days than them starter jackets? You remember when them starter jackets hit?
Starter jackets, which one? Which jacket?
Yeah, you remember the starter jacket? It was
the starter jacket, the pullovers for me, that was probably the most popping was the Chicago Bulls one. Because I was in Wisconsin, so we was about an hour and a half from Chicago, and then Charlotte Hornets ones. Them was the two.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Hornets one was the hot one, and back then of course the Cowboys.
Yep. Oh, the Cowboys ones was popping too. Yeah. The Cowboys ones was popping too. That's the one I wanted that I didn't get. But my senior year, I ended up getting the Yankees dugout jacket with the hat to match because I was a Yankees fan. But people hated me because of that, because it was Brewer heavy, but I wore the hell out that damn. I wore that Yankee jacket all seasons. Yankees hat with the Jay-Z navy blue Yankee fitted. I was I thought I was somebody, dog. I wasn't, but I thought I was.
All right, y'all, great show.
Hey man, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Yeah, man, that's another good one, man. Them starter jackets, because in Wisconsin, you only getting 2 months of hot weather for the school year.
Them up there.
What? We need starter jackets. We need the triple fat gooses. We need all them joints. Like, shout out to the people that had triple fat gooses. Shout out to the people that still wear them in Wisconsin, but they ain't in style no more. Shout out to y'all too. Y'all.
We had a kid at our school last year. Matter of fact, an 8th grader. Like, the school I teach at right now is an outdoor school. So like,
what you mean outdoor? Y'all be outside like
it's
the
a
jungle?
nature school, so like the buildings are in pods, but you gotta walk everywhere to get everywhere. So if you leaving out your class, you're outside, you're walking. We have nature trails, stuff like that. We had this one 8th.
Oh, that's some real uppity white shit you got going on over there.
No, we're not. We're not white at all. I mean, there may be a couple of Caucasians here and there, but it's not like a Caucasian school. But man,
Yeah, some shit. It's too hot to be. It's too hot to be walking from place to place.
It's
some air conditioning. Is air conditioning these pods?
Yeah,
fan or something.
Oh, the building is getting.
Okay, I was just scared. I was scared. You said pod.
You gotta walk outside.
When you say pod don't sound like warm weather.
No.
Man, I don't know.
But he wore his jacket almost every day, and it'd be zipped all the way up. And we'd be looking at this dude like, sweetie, it's hot outside.
Only dude that had the they shit in Wisconsin. Only people that had they shit zipped all the way up. They was selling weed on the corners. And that's facts. Triple Fat Goose matted down foot on his curb. And mom trying to bust me out. I had a car in high school, but it was a $600 car, and nobody was checking for my Cutlass Catalay that had chip paint on it. So first of all, the girls in my freshman year was talking to guys that had cars. Fast forward to my senior year where I still had my same Cutlass Catalay that didn't have heat, by the way, and I lived in Wisconsin. She trying to make it seem like I'm out here. I was living my only time I could use my car is when I was going to and from basketball because it was the heat from practice. You get in your car, you already hot. That's how you get home not freezing or catching pneumonia because my car had no heat. Okay,
I'm so sorry.
No heat. And then ironically, when it got to the summertime, my air didn't work. So I wasn't winning. Like, I was winning because I had to take the bus. It was my senior year, though, when I got my car. Not my junior year. My senior year when I got my car. But they was still pulling up in them things. Like, when you get out of school, still them older boys pulling up. I swear to God, they was selling weed.
I've never had to ride.
I don't know them personally, but because you never really walked to them. Because a lot of the guys that the girls talked to when they was pulling up on them, they never went to our schools.
Oh, yeah.
They would always come from other schools. They didn't graduate. They ain't going to college or didn't get in. Whatever the case is, they'll pull up on all our chicks. We'd be like, oh, so this is the life? And we still thought we could compete with them. You know,
didn't try to go to their school?
That's true. Well, nah, but first of all, you don't talk to no other girls from other schools unless it's time for homecoming or prom. Because if you didn't have nobody from your school to take, you're going to take somebody else's girl.
True.
And I say somebody else's girl with all due respect to them. They just wasn't, you take her to their prom, but I'm taking her to my prom. I didn't do that, but, I didn't do that. I took somebody, when I went to prom, I only went to prom my senior year. I went to another prom it wasn't really a prom. It was like based off a church thing, but that's another story for another day. But, yeah, a whole nother story another day. But, man, when I tell you, like, basketball practice was the best thing ever for me because I knew in the wintertime I would get in my car, and by the time I got home, I wouldn't be cold because of the heat from my car and my body from getting home. Because I only had a two-door. Cutlass Catalay big as this. Cutlass Catalay big as this table. You know what I'm saying? Two-door joint. It was sky blue. I was doing all right. But yeah, I was doing all right. I bought my car $600 cash. I worked hard for my car, and I worked at a car dealership.
$600.
First of all, it was a trade-in. It was a trade-in. So I did what I had to do. And it was at my job because I worked for a car lot. And they was finna get rid of it. I'm like, man, how much is that car? They was like $1,000. I was like, I got $600. They was like, sold. So, I got off. I ain't never had no problems with my dad. He used to fix the little small stuff I needed to fix on it when I needed it. My sister talk about me every now and again. My sister used to pick me up from practice before I had the car, and she used to always be late. Let me give you this little gripe by her since I can share this story. Since she here, I can share. I'm gonna let y'all a little bit into my little personal life. This is a true story, and I swear she can count it. I used to come out of basketball practice, right? And it would be me and some of the homies. They rides would come pick them up. I'd be sitting outside. It wasn't cold, so I ain't gonna front like she left me to die out in the freezing weather. It's probably like fall or, a little bit before it got too cold in Wisconsin. Yeah. And I'm just waiting on my sister, my book bag, hoodie, because that's how you do it when you're a ball player. You don't really wear jackets. You wear hoodies because you think you the shit because you're a ball player. I wasn't even that good. I was just average. I still was, I wanted to be the man. So I messed around and I was waiting on my sister to come. Practice over at 7:15, and I'm still waiting. 8 o'clock hit, I'm waiting. This heifer came and picked me up at about 45 minutes late from her practice. I'll never forget, she had a gray 4-door, I think it was a Buick LeSabre. It was gray. I noticed to the T because I was cold as hell because the sun went down, so it got cold. Yeah, it wasn't that cold. Yeah. Heifer left me to die. In the dark, if it wasn't the south side, I probably could have got robbed by some Mexicans. That's where the Spanish people stayed on the south side. That's my high school was. I could have got robbed. You know what I'm saying? For my Jordans or something, my Kobe's. I was wearing, Adidas for I hooped in. She picked me up and she had niggas she was dealing with. Hey. They had her car. Come pick me up with a dude in the car. They bumping too short, smelling like weed. I get in the back seat just waiting. Probably getting contact. No, but no, my sister used to always pick me up. She showed me love. She always, but she was always there for me. So I never jack it down to her. But she was late as a motherfucker a lot though. I tell you that right now. And barely. Shout out to all the girls though that did have their cars. Since it was a lot of girls in my high school that did have cars. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, just think it's just for the fellas. It was a lot of girls that was doing their thing. They had their own whips, you know what I'm saying? And they had dudes trying to freeload off them. Because I seen a couple at my high school trying to freeload, you know. But most of my homies, we always, by my senior year, we was all riding. But freshman and sophomore, junior year, the ones that didn't have cars, it was some girls that got cars before we did. We was kind of salty looking at them. Some of them was, hey, say baby, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? But that's how it was, man. Oh, that's a good question. We, before we get into labels, testing is huge these days. You know, we had a scandal testing in Georgia. Have you ever failed a test? Like a straight up random open book test?
I don't know if I failed, but there were a couple of ones where you'd be like, okay, had I just maybe looked at this chapter,
man,
might have did a little bit better. Cause
why it seemed like every time
I don't see this question. Where did you find
take a
this
test
information from?
It'd be a test. You'd be like, dude, I don't know nothing on this test.
Like,
but the funny thing about it is, I would pass all the tests, but I wouldn't do a lot of the schoolwork because I would be bored with it. Like, cause I took AP classes in elementary school and middle school, excuse me. And then when high school got there, then I didn't go to an AP school. Like, I just went to regular. So I would be bored with the work. And then I went to a trade school, so it was a lot of just learning different things. I would be bored when the test come on. Get like a B, C or a B, and just ride away. Never got straight A's. I was like, I knew it, but I just didn't apply myself. Like things you wish you did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember those reports though? Oh yeah. Remember the reports though? Like when you had to type up a report, like and they'd be like, you gotta have it two-sided, gotta have so many words. Man, I used to be stretching. Man, I used to be stretching so hard, like.
You didn't looking at the thesaurus for different ways to say the same statement over again. Like, well, how can I say this?
Man, I stretched so many essays and reports.
Man. I remember
talking about I need 5 pages. Oh, I got these 5 pages for you.
But Word came out with their word count.
Yeah,
that was the best invention ever.
Man, when I tell you,
hey, wait, I need 5 more words to get it. I need 5 more words.
Clutch, and I'm just trying to get grades so I can hoop, man. Like, I need to get this 2.5. Like, I need it. I need this. So it's like. I would always make sure I come clutch on the test, and I always show up. That was what was dope about it. You know what I'm saying? But man, school was always something like.
I got paid my senior year during football season to write a couple papers. I told them I was like, as long as you give me at least the research, I made them at least do the research, but I would write their papers for them, and I got paid.
Yo, on test, that's funny as hell. Like. Let's say you knew a subject, because they was talking about this on the thread. Let's say you knew a subject, right? And you was killing it, but you noticed somebody next to you might not have known what you was talking about. Shit, I'll be quick with it.
I know, like what? I don't know why you looking at my paper. Why you looking at my paper?
Fam, look at your own. don't look at me.
Unless it was one of your friends and you feel.
Oh, it's the homie. It's the homie. I'm stretching it. I'm sliding. I'm stretching it and sliding. Like, look, fam.
Like you coming up with codes.
Look, fam. Look. Oh yeah, facts. But if I don't know you like that, I don't know you like that.
It's B.
If it's Reggie, and I go back to that hall pass situation when we was younger, like, nah, you don't see it off my chest now, Reggie, because you stupid now, don't. Because you dumb now, fam. Nope. You ain't getting that love off me, fam. Facts. That's facts. But so, in high school, was you, did you label? Did you like a part of a clique? Was you a label?
I was Switzerland. I was friends with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Knew at least one person in every quote-unquote clique. Yeah. And I was cool with it.
I think that was more me. I think I was like a United Nations type of situation. I was more like, I can blend with anybody.
Yeah. I think that's how it happened.
I think that transformed into my adult life though, because the ability to talk to people is something I like to do. But I never had one person I was like, man, well, I'm rocking with them. I ain't rocking with y'all. Yeah. I might have had closer friends, but I never had like enemies like that. I was grateful for that because there's a lot of people that don't really know how to communicate with people, so they kind of build enemies that way, or you have jealousy because back in the day. Girls would get jealous of other girls in a heartbeat. It'd be some of the most epic fights. Yeah. But at the end of the day, girls would get jealous and, they want to fight. Like, one girl got mad at another girl because we was at a high school game. I bullshit not, it's a true story. We was at a high school game. The girl was, and one of the girls was at the top of the totem pole. When you throw them up and they keep them at the top and they drop and let them fall. Mm-hmm. We always was hoping that, not for her to necessarily get hurt, But at least to fall for be like, oh, she failed. She didn't.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they missed the stuff.
some girls from my other school was kind of like bad mouthing the cheerleaders, and it almost ended up like a whole school war. Ended up being like a big ass snowball fight outside of both the schools before we got on the buses. Like
That
real
sounds
like
like a pretty awesome
no,
fight.
that's not a fight because we was throwing like ice balls at each other.
the
This
ice
wasn't
rock balls.
this wasn't real snowball. This was Wisconsin -9 ice balls. Like we hailing them bitch. Like it was I'm talking about like it was about 50 kids on each side, like with girls, basketball players, cheerleaders, regular people, like, and mind you, their parents is going to get cars, so ain't nobody paying attention. And then you got the yellow buses outside of the game, so all you see is just haymakers of just, and it's hitting people. Man, you show up to school the next day, you got freezer burns on your arms, like, cause some people was taking off their jackets. Mind you, was cold as hell. Like fights in high school. I mean, I don't condone fighting because I don't think it's cool. I think it's always ways to solve problems. Sometimes somebody come up on you, like. They started, you finish that shit. I tell my son that. I tell my niece that. You don't start nothing, but you finish everything. Yeah. Period, point blank. Because bullying is way more at the forefront because of social media than it's ever been. And I hate it, but you got to think about it. Back when we was younger, people was bullying people. You just didn't hear about it. They didn't have a voice. Now they got a voice. Yeah. So I'm happy for that because those kids don't go into seclusion and you don't have them feeling like, oh, I don't have nobody to talk to. Now you can express yourself and be okay because,
now it's kind of reversed too because of that. Like I got the social media. I feel like I'm big and bad behind the keyboard. And the bullies are now the people that used to get picked on.
Yep.
They do. It's like.
Yep.
It's just not the way it should be.
And it shouldn't be. And I think that's why a lot of kids are lucky to have social media because it was kids my age back then when there wasn't no social media that weren't able to talk. That just would shelter themselves. Like them emo kids sometimes. Like, and there's nothing wrong with them, but they didn't know how to express themselves to other people. They couldn't articulate what they want to say. Exactly. They didn't bother nobody. Exactly. But they never got the the respect they deserve. But I always maneuver through. I can talk to anybody. And I never really got into fights like that. I wasn't a fighting kid. I'm a non-confrontational person to the 10th power. I don't. First of all, that's only with you, Nat, because you make me that way. I'll be fine until I get here and talk to you. That's why I'm going to our shows. It's not because it's because of you. Oh yeah, y'all. I should probably tell y'all. We going to our shows. We gonna be 7 to 8 o'clock. 1 hour is a power hour. It's gonna be a lot of information. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm also gonna debut something very special if I can get it going. It's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be different. And if I can pull it off next week, it's going to be very fun. I just need 2 people to come with me with one problem. Not something like oh, you really need to be seeing a judge, but you want to be judged. I need some petty problems that I can judge you on so you can come on to this show. Not you, Net, because I need my sound lady. I need you back there. I love you, but I need somebody, 2 people. Derek, you know some people. You know some pettiness. You start stuff online all the time. So matter of fact, Derek, that's your job. You find me 2 people that can come on to this show next week so I can judge them and settle a dispute. And I'm going to do that at least once or twice a month going forward. But we doing our shows starting at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time starting next week. Just to give y'all a heads up. I'll repeat it to y'all again later. You can it's still time to call in for a couple more minutes if you want to call in. You see the number 470-251-4647. It's on the bottom of the screen. But yeah, we still talking school days, everything in school. Let's move up a little bit further. Let's go to college because we haven't really talked about college a little bit. I don't have a lot of experience in college because I went to a film school, so it's not really. It was a predominantly private school, so it wasn't like the traditional college experience. Did you go to have a traditional college experience?
State, the real GSU.
Okay. So, tell me a little bit more about your experience in college.
College was fun. Those were the 4 best years of my life. Like I still keep in contact with a couple of my friends that I met there. And like my freshman year, I had like groups and stuff that I was a part of, and then sophomore year, freshman year, the job I had afforded me a chance to hang out with all the Greeks and fraternities.
Oh, shout out to all the Greeks and fraternities. That's the one thing I miss about college because I didn't get a chance to pledge, and I really, in my mind, I wanted to. I just didn't get the college experience to do that. I would love if I had to rewind to college time, that's one thing I would change. Because I got love for all the Greeks and fraternities. Like, I got so much love, so many brothers and sisters
I miss
and
my
family
chance
in that.
to
But
pledge. However, I basically went to anything I could go to them. I was just like, I was tagging along with them. Sophomore, junior year, I ended up working at the rec center. And that was, like, amazing. It got to the point there were people that, like, my friend base or people I knew grew exponentially. Like, I knew at least
somebody got a question for you on the thread.
I'm scared.
Derek, my man Derek said, did you did you
explore
during your college years?
There were no, as they call it, the typical female exploration adventures, Derek. Sorry.
Forget that. Let's be crystal clear. It wasn't just women exploring. It wasn't just y'all, but I mean, for me, because my college experience was limited, I can't say that I had that type of experience. I mean, I went to a whole bunch of college parties, and I acted fool there, but college parties was probably some of the best parties of my life. I mean, we can fast forward to beyond that, but that's another story for another day. Club life is a whole nother animal.
But I do have to say that one of the best memories about my time at Georgia State was my Spades family. Like, I gained so many.
Did you say spades?
Yes, I gained so many.
You learned how to play spades in college?
I didn't learn how to play spades. I bettered my game, of course, because there were times where we would be getting out of class and be calling into our friend that we already knew was at the table. Who playing today?
Gotcha.
Who got next? Put me down or hold my spot.
Because I almost judged you. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay.
Because it would have took me that long.
Thank you, Nate. But long story short, I learned how to play spades probably maybe I was in the 6th grade. My family plays spades. So holidays. Well, somebody didn't. First of all, my sister didn't know how to play spades, so she was probably in her late 20s, if that. Late 20s, while she over there jacking it down. But like in school, we would play spades. They would play spades during every holiday, every occasion. Our family was playing spades. It was a lot of us. You know what I'm saying?
I never really played. I knew how to play, but I never really played because back then my main thing was playing Tonk. Like Tonk was my game when I was like into middle school, high school, and then I didn't really play because nobody was really like having parties like that and stuff like that. When I got to high school, when I got to college, it was like, okay, we in the student lounge. Somebody pull out deck cards, we playing, and I got friends to this day. We're like family because we met at the spades table.
Gotcha.
And then we started playing. They taught us how to play hearts, and they taught me how to better my spades game because now I can count.
I mean, I play hearts on the computer, man.
Like I can count now. Like, okay, this is moved around. I can now play.
No.
And it's just,
well, like the clique I was around, if you don't know how to play spades, don't try to play spades.
Yeah. No.
Just say you don't know how to play.
Exactly. Just own
like
it.
I mean up until I didn't trust my sister, and my sister 5 years older than me. I didn't trust her how to play spades till probably last year.
That's just me.
I didn't trust her. You can't play with everybody. You just can't.
Yeah, you cannot.
You can't. So in college there was a lot of spades playing though. There was a lot of drinking, a lot of partaking in different things, but end of the day, spades was a vital part of that. You know what I'm saying?
But I think for me, if I could rewind back to those times, only two things I would change is I probably would go ahead and pledge the sorority I was looking at. And I probably would have taught my mom to let me stay on campus at least a semester.
Yeah, I would have loved to do that.
A little bit on that, but
I think I would have loved to. I would have loved to do that. I would 100% love to do that. Yeah, I would have loved to stay on campus at least for half a semester or a semester.
I saw the money I had to pay, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. Stayed at home."
Man, them scholarships and them grants is real if you can get them. But again, and even those educators, like even it was a different level. I mean, I go back and say it again, even though it's school days, I appreciate all the educators in every platform, no matter what you're doing. But the reason college was, I think, so dope to me, the aspect of it, was because the freedom you had after being so secluded for 18 years, you had the freedom to grow and be something different and find who you are as a person. Make some mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Get a girlfriend, make a mistake, get a boyfriend on your side, get a man. Like I'm saying, you could in college, man. What you mean?
I mean, you could have. I'm just saying, like I don't.
People was choosing in college.
Oh, I believe you.
People was choosing.
That part missing was like, yeah. I was always a friend.
Oh, Anitra had a boyfriend and nobody knew, then pledged, feeling herself and ended that. Well, shit, well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I think the sisterhood and brotherhood, sororities and fraternities are important because they can help you grow as a person. And you get a lifelong bond with those people. Yeah. That's another thing. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I respect people that have went into that lifestyle.
Especially when what they have to go through together.
Right.
It's like,
right.
Be tight.
It's much love to everybody, man. But it's all good. That was something that I really wanted to do and never got a chance to do. But maybe one day, you know, somewhere down the line, I'll be able to do some different things. I mean, life ain't over after college. Life ain't over after high school. Actually, life just begins. Sure. So before we get out of here, I want to thank you for coming on. Tell people where they can find you again on Fridays. Let them know.
Once again on Fridays, the show is Talking Random-ish. We are on 1100 a.m. as well as we Facebook Live our show. Okay. So if you look up Talking Random-ish, that's TALKN Random-ish. And then we also have a YouTube page if you want to go back and look at our past shows.
Okay. That's what's up. Same here. You can find me on social media. Manifest TV.status is our IG. You can check us out online too if you search YouTube. If you missed the show, you can check me back on Kicking Back with J. Cole, statusnetwork.net. You can find us there. Make sure you come up here. It's Derek. I'm still waiting on you, fam. We got to find these 2 people for next week. We going to send them to Castle's Court. It's going to be dope. I thank y'all for logging in with me this week. Be good to yourself for the rest of the week. Be good to others. Most importantly, if you can't be good, goddamn it, be good at it. All right? Peace and love. I'm going to see y'all next week. 7 o'clock. Don't miss it.